That's too good, Bob. That's off the charts.
Suns by 4. Michael has 29.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. In today's episode, I want to talk about Michael Jordan and how he destroyed Dan Majerle. But before we dive into today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about one thing. I read the comments every once in a while, and I read that a couple of you guys asked me how you could support my show, how you can support this channel. And there are two different ways, obviously on Patreon, Sean David NBA, that's my Patreon channel, so shout out to my Patreons already. And another thing is I have two shirts, the Basketball Time Machine fan shirt and a shirt called Old School Baller. And I would really appreciate if you get one of those shirts, because that is a simple way how to support my show, plus you have something in return. So if you want to support this channel, please get your Basketball Time Machine shirt, get your Old School Baller shirt. All right, enough said. Now let's dive into today's episode. So, where do we start? I would say, let me tell you a little bit about Dan Majerle first, so you know who I'm talking about. When Dan Majerle played college ball for Central Michigan, not many scouts have ever heard about this kid. Even though he put up sensational numbers, hardly any NBA team showed interest and had him on their radar. Majerle was a tough, hard-working guy who liked to crash the boards and slam the ball. However, when the Phoenix Suns drafted Majerle in 1988, the fans were, well, let's say, not happy about it.
The Phoenix Suns select Dan Majerle.
We are very happy to select Dan Majerle. I cannot help how you feel.
As you can imagine, Majerle was feeling a lot of pressure, knowing that the fans did not want to have him at first. But being the guy Dan Majerle was, he worked off his behind to prove everybody wrong who booed him. His work ethic was sensational, and once he stepped onto the floor, the fans could see that this kid really worked hard. Dan knew that he had to give 110% every time he got into a game. As a rookie, he came off the bench, but was included into the offense right away, almost averaging 9 points in 25 minutes.
Well, it was Dan Thunder Majerle, because back at Central Michigan I was playing and I was an inside player. I dunked a lot, didn't shoot any threes, crashed the boards, and we had a guy named Irvin Lightning Levy who was an outside shooter. So they termed us Thunder and Lightning. And I wasn't keen on it at all, to tell you the truth. I actually hated it because it was Dan Thunder Majerle or whatever. So when I left for Phoenix, I thought it was over. Good riddance.
We played a preseason game at Central Michigan, which was the alma mater of Dan.
Well, the first game my rookie year, we had an exhibition game back at Central Michigan. And we went into the arena, and during introductions, the PA announcer for Central Michigan called me Dan Thunder Majerle. And Al McCoy was there, being the professional he is, picked up on me, and instead of saying Dan Thunder, he called me Thunder Dan.
For the next couple of years, Dan continued to improve. And even though he was still coming off the bench, he became one of the best two-way players on his position. His coach trusted him to guard some of the elite players in the league, plus being the second or third option on offense. In his third season, Majerle also became a solid three-point shooter, which gave his game another dynamic. Now he could run the breaks, crash the boards, and hurt you from the outside. In 1992, Majerle accomplished an almost impossible feat. He became an NBA All-Star even though he was still coming off the bench for his team.
It was big. I made the All-Star team. I remember sitting there getting dressed next to John Stockton, seeing those guys, and I couldn't believe it. In the layup line, dream come true, going to Orlando, and then I got the final assist from Magic.
I just cut underneath the basket, looked up, and he just rifled the pass underneath.
I remember this day, the only thing I thought about was don't miss. So I caught it and I did a little up and under, and that ended up being his last assist.
The assist to Dan was unbelievable. Nice reverse layup, so everything was great.
Dan Marley, aka Thunder Dan, was now on top of his game. A great scorer who could average 20 points per game if he wanted to, as well being a very versatile defender. But then, of course, there was the 1993 NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Phoenix Suns. Marley was never a trash talker who would say crazy stuff to Michael Jordan. But still, he would have to pay the price because, well, of somebody else.
I knew that Jerry Krause loved Dan Marley, and just because Krause liked him was enough for me. You think he's a great defensive player? Okay, fine. I'm gonna show you that he's not.
Jordan spins away on Marley. He'll take it all the way to the basket and drops it in.
I put it in my mindset that if I don't do this, then they're gonna consider him on the same level as me, and that motivated me to.
Game 5 here in Chicago on Friday night, and the Suns want to make it a game 6 back in Phoenix on Sunday. He's 5 out of 8, 11 points, seldom used during the season. Jordan, yes, and it counts.
Jordan knew he can beat Dan Marley off the dribble anytime he wants to, and he does it right there, scoop it for 2.
So concerned about McRae coming down from the top that he lost sight of Stacey King from behind him.
Jordan with 15. The Bulls lead 35-31.
So we don't really have the challenge that's there today or at this particular time, and I think that's helped me.
In the second quarter, and the Bulls now lead 37-35. Here's Jordan. 19 for Jordan. Block for Jordan. Chambers with room. It was deflected by Grant. Grant with the block. Jordan around Marley. Jordan all the way. Yes.
Michael is dangerous when he gets the rebound and he can come, go, coast to coast. He's going to dunk on 2 guys.
You got to get him to pick up that dribble by the dotted line area.
That has not been one of Charles's forte.
He made a couple jumpers early, which got his confidence level up. Right now, he's just 2 for 9 on the floor. Not real confident shooting. Angel take it so far, and then he's going to hold his ground and scoring like they're doing.
Jordan, nice pull-up over by Michael Jordan. Johnson with the ball fake, went all the way. Here comes Jordan.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Jordan would average 41 points that series, and Dan Marley was his main defender. Dan was a good defender, but Jordan would punish him like no other.
Were you ever not afraid, but nervous that you were going to be embarrassed by guarding somebody in the NBA?
No, I looked at it. I mean, I love guarding Jordan. Wow. It was a challenge, and I loved it. I think that was, you knew you were going to get scored on. You just tried not to get, as you said, embarrassed. And that's why I never said anything to Jordan, or I just kind of went about my business, asked about how his drives and putts were, and what clubs he's using.
Now, as you guys probably know, the Chicago Bulls won the NBA Finals in 1993 against the Phoenix Suns, and Dan Marley still has haunting memories about that.
Dan, game 6, you have the lead, 1:07 to go on the clock. You made a 3 earlier. You come down, take a 3 from D.
Oh, yeah.
Under duress. Barkley grabs the rebound. Timeout. As you go to the bench, Paul Westphal looks at you and says, "You choked."
I thought it was one of those ones I thought was going in, and I was actually surprised it didn't. But it was a tough shot, and I still thought we were in a real good position.
It's Chicago's game to win or lose. They put 14.1 seconds up. Suns lead by 2. If you were Phil Jackson, do they go for the 3 to win?
They will go for the 3 if Paxson or BJ are open.
I'm guessing in the timeout someone said no 3s.
Yeah. We said that we're, at the worst, we're going to get into overtime, and we're going to beat them in overtime. This is our crowd. We can't give up a 3. No matter what, don't give up a 3. If they score 2, fine. We'll win it in overtime. I tell this to people, I still think about it. And it's been how long? Grant comes down. Danny Ainge leaves him because he has the ball. He's going to maybe score 2 points. He kicks it out to Paxson. And if you look at the clip, I'm underneath the basket. And as soon as Paxson gets the ball and starting to shoot it, I'm like this before he even shoots it. I'm like, oh no. Because I knew it was going to go in. And in just a matter of seconds, our season was over.
All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also if you want to support this channel, get your Basketball Time Machine t-shirt or your Old School Baller t-shirt. Right now, you will find the link underneath the video. All right, you guys, see you next time.